Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Matt Breske from the Intuitive Mind Solutions, and I'm here with Dr. Adrian Larrain,
Hi.
also from the Intuitive Mind Solutions, and our newest addition. Tell everybody your name.
Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah.
And Joshua, what's your last name?
Baudewijns.
Okay, so I'm first going to ask you a few questions about the recent experience you had over the weekend.
Yeah.
First off, we want to know who you are. So, what's your name? Who you are? Where are you from?
Yeah, you already got my name.
Yes.
What I'm doing here is
No, but where are you from? Where do you live?
I'm from Breske
Okay. In the Netherlands.
in Holland. Yeah.
Okay, and then your job. What do you do for a living?
I work at a TBS clinic.
Okay.
That's a mental institute for people. It's forensic institute actually, and there we make an assessment if people are ready to go back to society. That's actually one of the parts of my job.
In your job, in your education, you have you call it a practical psychology?
I do practical psychology.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then you're kind of in this psychologist type
Yeah,
atmosphere in that type of world working. Would you
that's
say?
correct.
Yeah, so you have a very good background in the psychology of human nature.
Yes.
Okay. So you recently did the licensing program with us and you entered the licensing aspect of center point meditation. And how do you think it will benefit you and your clients in the future for making your job easier or making how describe in your own words how you think this will benefit you as a person?
Everybody needs a moment of relaxation. That's for starters. And a main thing is to get real results in somebody's head, they need to be relaxed. And therapists need this because if a person is not relaxed, you can do any type of therapy, but it won't hold. And when a person is relaxed and you make them relaxed with CPM, then the therapy will go faster and deeper. Also to build a rapport with the client. When somebody comes in and you do the CPM on them, it actually, first it relaxes, but you build a kind of bonding. You have kind of bonding with the person that helps him relax and trust you more and tell him more what's going on in his head or mind. Because an anxious person won't do anything with you if he doesn't trust you or he is not relaxed.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of went over my next question, which was why do you think people should learn this? And you've kind of answered that there, I think. Any other things you can think of, like why somebody like a psychologist or another therapist working with mental health? This is a new program we're offering, licensing other professionals over utilizing center point meditation as a treatment and a support method.
Yeah,
So-
or with, for example, hypnosis, a hypnotherapist, he would need less of a pre-talk because the person is already in that state. And then the hypnosis, you could go with it from what normally takes an hour, make it half an hour because the relaxation is already in order there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's for a hypnotherapist. For a counselor, when he comes in, it's the same thing. The person is relaxed, and when the person is relaxed, he is receptive to information. Not only is he receptive to information, but there's more logic in the things and more clear-minded talk to the therapist about what's going on when he is in this state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, as far as adding to anybody's current program they have for what they're doing, helping people, you would see this as a benefit.
Of course.
Kind of an extra tool in the toolbox.
Yeah, not only that, but I believe that everybody needs this moment of relaxation during the day, even when you're in a break, and on a pause in your work or whatever, and you go to that mental state, that sweet spot where it is. Afterwards, you get more clear in your head. You can make better decisions, because when you're anxious, everything falls down again. Then you make the wrong decisions, you do the wrong things. But when you're in this state and you're in the relaxed state and you go back to work, you make clear decisions, you make clear choices. It's good for you and for your environment.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's definitely good information for people to know about. My next question I'm going to skip because this is going to talk more in depth about the licensing program and with you, and I'm going to talk with you a little bit later, and we're going to go over all the licensing benefits, all the things you get as a licensed Centerpoint specialist.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm going to ask you to share your story with your first experience, maybe your second or third experience you had personally with Centerpoint meditation yourself. Because now I'm going to take you out of being a psychologist. I'm going to take you into being a person. And if you're ready to share just maybe a minute or so your experience you had when you first encountered the Centerpoint
when
meditation.
We met.
Yeah.
The first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. You were standing in the Feel Good Market, as I remember, and my girlfriend, she said, she's sitting there, by the way, she said, isn't it good to let the chiropractor look at your back? And I was really skeptical, like, but probably it won't work, or it's gonna cost a lot of money, or blah blah blah. But she pulled me back in, and she said, she said, go look at him and talk to him. And you came over and you center pointed it, and and it went away. And I was laughing for
That was kind of like
3 minutes straight.
and it was funny because I could see that you just were like, what the heck?
Yeah,
and
I was flabbergasted.
Yeah. And then what happens is your first question to me after that I was done was what? Can I learn this?
Yeah, of course. I needed it.
And so now that was probably 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct. That was.
And so now, since you've been
4 months ago.
Yeah, and so you've entered that program. We jumped all in.
I jumped all in.
So with the licensing, since this is new for the whole world, would you the licensing program we have set up?
Mm-hmm.
It's fast, efficient, and clear and logical. Would you agree?
I agree.
Yeah. So
for sure. Otherwise, I wouldn't have signed it.
Yeah. Super. So that's a good share. I'm really glad you were able to share with people. And then the last thing with the Centerpoint meditation technique, how long did it take?
Like 40 seconds.
Total.
In total, yeah.
In total.
Yeah. The only thing for me is important is that's why I jumped in like this. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and it worked, and it still works.
Yeah.
And we use it at home, and yeah.
So now
I'm sticking by it.
it's good. I appreciate your words and everything for that. That's really awesome. Now I'm going to hit you with another bonus, last thing. And everybody gets this question when we're interviewing people in the Intuitive Mind Solutions.
Shoot.
The Intuitive Mind Solutions, the name itself is based on this question. So an intuitive mind solution to problems in the world is what we are all about trying to figure out together as a community.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody that comes on our show and gets interviewed on our program, I want to know what they think that needs to happen in the world to make this world a better place. So this is a very idealistic question. So I want you to tell me if you could change any 3 things that you think are wrong in this world, what would they be? What is your intuitive mind solutions to common problems we find in the world today?
To common problems? Or
like it can be any problem you think is a problem or a challenge in the world, to where you see that something is backwards. It can go in any direction. It doesn't have to be hell. It can be in any common day situation people have, and you think that there should be a solution to that challenge. But it's not there because nobody's came up with it or nobody's spoken. It can be a simple little thing. It doesn't have to be anything related to what we're talking about with Centerpoint.
Simple little thing is understanding. That's what I think is missing here. Understanding like the kloof.
The belief.
No. The gap
Yeah.
between politicians and people, or between this kind of person and that kind of person, should be closed by more understanding. And that's what psychology is all about. If you try to understand the other person and the other person's point of view,
Mm-hmm.
that's why my practice is called point of view. If you understand his point of view, you can come closer together faster.
Yeah. Okay. So as kind of the creator of the Intuitive Mind Solutions, I'm going to go into it a little bit more. So we need to put this into the educational system, for example.
Yeah.
Getting children at a young age to learn that understanding,
The first
like
understanding.
the point of view of others.
Yeah. The first understanding is that the your truth isn't actually my truth, but in the middle there's the same sweet spot as there is in CPM.
Yeah. So that's kind of the type of thing we want to create, this dialogue, like, okay, this is a great idea.
Mhm.
Putting an educational change into getting people to be more empathetic, more understanding of other people's
Yeah.
perspective, and learning that there's many points of views and that to me is a solution for the future.
It's all a point of view. If it's politics or beliefs
Yeah.
or just misunderstanding, it's all a point of view, and nobody's really here to hurt one another.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the problems in all the world, they're just shifting of the view of someone,
Yeah,
and that should be worked out in the sweet spot.
exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. I really think that's a. Would you agree?
Yeah, really like a sweet spot. Yeah.
Theory.
With that coming
Analogy.
meeting in the middle, or all
Yeah,
that.
the winning.
So I know I put you on the spot
Yep.
with this, and everybody that's listening to the show and this program and watching, if you're getting interviewed, you're also going to get these type of questions. So before you go on the show, I want you to think of your own solutions, your own things, and I'm hoping to get into long discussions or conversations with people about this. And I can't wait to talk with people about taxes, for example.
I would
And-
stay out of that though.
yeah. But there's a lot of controversial things that people are refusing to talk about,
Yeah.
and it's getting a little tiresome to see how this world is working in this direction. And to be honest, I'm creating this to bring a community of people together to get the conversation started, whether it's about this or that. It doesn't matter what it's about, as long as it is a situation in our world that needs to change. We need to talk about it, because if we don't, nothing's going to happen. We have to first discuss what is going on first, and then coming together and bringing the brains of people and the hearts of people together to find this solution.
That's why I love to be a part of this.
Yeah, and the Intuitive Mind Solution is not for one person. It's a community that we're gonna create, and
Let's try to build it.
yeah. So I appreciate everybody for listening, and I'm looking forward to the next interview we'll have later today with you.
Cool.
Learn who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think this is a great first show. A little nervous for me. Well,
We all are.
Yeah.
Like,
but you got to start somewhere. One of
You gotta
my
start.
one of my kind of coaches that I've been working with now, he said something that really changed me. He's like, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Finish with that one.
And so, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And we will, and you're going to be welcome to do interviews with us as well when we're interviewing other people, because we're going to be online a lot of times interviewing people from other countries. And so we're going to be kind of the team, and we're missing Nancy and Tamara. They're going to also be joining us if they want for the show. We might move our location to our living room section as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's going to be going on with the Intuitive Mind Solutions. 2020 is going to be a big year for us, and we appreciate, love everybody that's supported us along the way. Don't really know how to sign off on this, so we're going to always say it at the end of these shows. Everybody stay relaxed. Thank you.
Stay relaxed.
Stay relaxed, everybody.
Stay relaxed, everybody.